great job tonight. We had a ton of energy for our first time playing in 2 weeks, so I'm just proud of everybody.
Yeah. I felt as if we came together, like, during the second half, really, and just came together on defense and just, like, locked in, really. Because at halftime, coach was saying, like, we wasn't giving it our all, and came together. Grant, Dez, all the leaders basically said, let's come together, let's get some stops, and let's get out and run.
How did it feel to be out there and really just your first minutes in on playing D1 and just helping really contribute to the team to get that W?
It was good. It was good, really. I know I could play better. Had some mistakes, but it happens.
Grant, Coach was actually real complimentary of everyone. Down to 8 players, kind of a scrappy opponent, 2 weeks off. He was actually fairly complimentary and praised you guys for a lot of things that probably we don't see: defense and being in the right position and all that. Would you agree with that assessment tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's always tough when you only got 8 guys, so you got to stay out of foul trouble. And we haven't played for 2 weeks, so you really got to control your wind and so you don't get super tired. So, I mean, yeah, dudes were locked in because when you get fatigued, you forget defensive assignments, and I just feel like nobody did that tonight. Everybody was in sync. We were all one tonight, and whenever that happens, you're always going to have great outcomes. So, yeah.
And a quick follow-up, you and Dez kind of continue to do what you do. It looks like it's like I didn't know he had 25. It's almost like we expect to see it. Are you guys? It looks like you didn't lose a step, is what I'm trying to say. Would you think even with the break that you came back 100%?
I mean, yeah. I mean, me and Dad's always in the gym, so that's where we live at. So it's hard to miss a step when you prepare for everything, when you prepare for the game. So I mean, yeah. I mean, we're just going to continue to stay in the gym and to try to continue to get better because we got 2 more great opponents in LMU and Grand Canyon. So we just got to be ready.
Grant, can you take us through that final minute when you're 1 assist away? What's going through your head?
I mean, I was trying to get the assist, obviously. I mean, but when I didn't get it, I wasn't tripping. It happens. You just gotta chalk it up to the game. But yeah, I was really trying to get it.
Kenan, as someone who's getting into the lineup yourself and all that, I wanted to get your impression on it. Like Jalen and KJ both got good minutes tonight, by necessity and all that. What's your impression of you guys being able to put out different looks as the game goes on?
Y'all don't really get to see, like, in practice, but Jalen and KJ has been playing very good. And just, like, Jalen, for example, is, like, he's coming into his own. He's starting to talk more, and he's just, like, getting used to college basketball. And KJ is just a vet. He just knows what to do and just he knows his spots and all that.
Kenan, your fresh eyes on the team. How do you feel like your team has now gelled together with some wins under your belt?
After our last loss, I feel like we came together. Like we had inner talks and stuff, and just like basically saying we gotta fight for each other, really. And just like ever since we came back after the second game in South Dakota, like we just came together and we just been one ever since.
Any more questions for Grant and Kenan? All right, thanks, Joe.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, this is a hard game, and yet I'm glad it takes place. We try to do it every year, and I've done it a lot throughout my career, and will continue to do it. But having former players, having them to come in, and I'm so proud of Justin. Justin has a great team. They're nationally ranked and undefeated, and he gets to count this as an exhibition, so they leave here 11-0. And obviously a big game for us after not playing for 2 weeks. And thought we did a lot of good things. I thought, we turned the ball over too much in the first half, but we hadn't played in 2 weeks. And then I thought we really did a nice job offensively in the second half. And our defense, start to finish, I thought was really good. So it was a great game for us, and it was great seeing Justin. And just got through talking to his team because I think their team's got a chance to be very special, and they're leading their league right now. And wish him all the best. Very, very proud of Justin and how he's going about his career. He's doing a tremendous job.
Did you ever imagine that Coach Justin would be where he's at today?
Yeah, well, you never you just get older, and that's what we told him. I took Glenn with me. Glenn Willie, who played for me at Iowa, was a teammate of Justin's, and he and Justin played on the same high school team in Iowa City West, and they won a state title. And, Justin had just told his team that Glenn had a big part of that. And, Glenn was a top 30 player coming out of high school, and so they got to play together, both in high school and then at the University of Iowa, and Coach Wick's just done a really good job of just moving up, and he's got a chance to be a head coach, and a lot of administrators are here with him, and they're very excited about him, and all the comments that they made to me, it makes you very proud, because he has done a really good job, and I can see how he manages his team. As his former coach, it puts a smile on my face, because he's doing it the right way and doing it very, very well.
With Warren Washington out tonight, what can you say about your bench who stepped up?
We only had 8 guys, and I went down to Coach Wick and told him that there was no more subs I could do. So we only had 8 guys. We had some guys out sick. Warren's battling a foot that I think he'll be back Saturday. I think Alam will be back Saturday, and hopefully Dre's back Saturday. So we should be full force come Saturday. So there's concerns having 8 guys coming out of finals, not playing for 2 weeks, and a lot of sickness that went through our team. We had the flu or whatever, some kind of cold that went through, hit about 3 or 4 of our guys. So we haven't had a lot of practices together, and I thought their attention to detail and how they guarded tonight was something that we really appreciated, and we're going to need that come Saturday with Vince versus a really good LMU team.
18 turnovers tonight. What will be the plan to get that down?
Well, we had 12 at half and only 6 in the second half. So, I think I told you at half, a lot of that has to do with not playing for 2 weeks, not getting a lot of practice. And I thought 6 of the 12 were our bigs. And, I thought in the second half, that's where Will's got to concentrate on that, because he had 7 turnovers. And so I thought he had a really good game, and I thought KJ did a lot of good things as well. But our bigs got to cut down on their turnovers. But I thought some of them were just a little bit had to do with just not playing for 2 weeks. So I'm not as concerned about that as I was. I thought our shot selection was really good. We were consistent. We scored 47 and 51. We got to the free throw line 24 times and made them. And we got really good balanced scoring. We had 4 guys in double figures, and got a lot of good play out of everybody.
Coach, when you said before the game that this was a maturity game and they really wanted to focus on, like you said, shot selection, and how do you think that they executed and just played it better at a high level tonight?
Yeah, there's not a lot of complaints, because I have a lot of respect for the team we just played. I've watched them on tape, and they're just a really good basketball team, and I was very concerned about their shooting. And, they make 10 threes. I think they got maybe 6 in the second half. So they're a team that can really shoot the basketball. Their efficiency is 120 and 90, and I just told them in the locker room, if you sustain an efficiency of 120 and 90, you're going to continue to be 11-0. You're going to continue to win a lot of games. And so I thought our guys handled that very well. Again, we haven't had a lot of practices. We have no depth tonight, and yet I thought we played really well.
Grant Sherfield 1 assist away from almost achieving that triple-double first time since 1979. What can you say about that?
Well, we tried. I kept him in there as long as I could, but I told him I didn't want the triple-double to be in turnovers, because, he had, I think, 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes he played. So, we gave him an opportunity to doing it, but I thought he and Dez, and that's when Coach Duane's talking about maturity, you got to have Dez and Grant, who are your leaders, really come big in a game like this, coming out of finals and everything we've been dealing with. And I thought those 2 played really well, and I thought Kenan did some really good things. Kenan gets a double-double. And we're starting, Daniel's starting to really play well. Trey's not shooting the ball well, but he really guards. And it was great seeing Jalen. Jalen hadn't played much, and Jalen got an opportunity to play tonight, and, got a couple baskets, and I thought really guarded and did a lot of good things in his 17 minutes. So I just thought overall, top to bottom, the 8 that played did a really good job.
Coach, going off that, I was going to say that Jalen and KJ really took advantage of their minutes, too. Those aren't empty minutes.
No, because KJ's been out with a sprained ankle for the better part of the year. Now he played a little bit in the Pepperdine game, and then we get 2 weeks off. So he just hadn't had a lot of run. And so we were able to get him some run. His conditioning's getting better, and he's feeling better. And KJ's a huge key, because he's not only big and talented, but he's been around. He's a junior that's been here a while, so he gives you that versatility that way. And then Jalen has just been waiting his turn, and he got a chance. With everybody out, he got a chance to play, and I thought he was impressive. You know, and that's always good, that when you get an opportunity, if you can impress the coach, that's a good thing. And I was very impressed on both sides of the ball with the way Jalen played.
You were probably going to end up with a rebounding advantage, but I had you for 56 the last time I looked. I mean, that's fairly extraordinary against anyone.
Well, and I think the thing I liked is that we took a team that can really score and can really shoot it. They came in averaging about 88, I think, and we hold them to 62, and we hold them 34% shooting. So I thought we really guarded. I thought we did a good job of contesting things for the most part. We kept them off the free throw line. So we're starting to develop some habits. We've had 4 games in a row here where our habits have been much, much better than our first 4 games. And we seem to be a more cohesive unit. We're together more. We're working together better, and that's good to see. And we got 2 pivotal games before we get another. We seem like we get a lot of breaks. We had a 2-week break after Pepperdine and with finals in there, and now we're going to get a 3-game schedule in about 7 days, and we got to take another break. And it's crucial in the next 80 minutes that we get better, because we are getting really close to league play, and we've got to be much better once we start league play. I'm sorry. Yeah, obviously I haven't turned my attention to them. I'll do that tonight with the staff. But 6-5 coming into this to our game, so they've had a lot of rest coming into our game, and they've won on the road. They've already been road tested where they've won road games, and I've been able to watch a couple of their games just while I was in COVID lockdown. But I think Stan does a really good job, and they've got some really good talent. Eli Scott's the Scott kid is a tremendous talent, and they've got guys that can score it and guys that can shoot it. Not an overly big team, but a team that presents a lot of problems both offensively and defensively, and we got to get to work as a staff and come up with some thoughts on how we're going to set our defense and things that we think we can do offensively. Thank you. Appreciate it.